What is up, Cricket Rockstar Nation? This is Tyra Ordine, aka the Cricket Rockstar, coming to you right outside of the Hyatt Regency Hotel, where I must tell you that India have become the final team to book its ticket into the ICC Men's T20 World Cup semi-finals on home soil. This is after the Men in Blue defeated two-time champions, the West Indies, by 5 wickets in the final Super 8 game played today at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, aka the City of Joy. Now, I must say this match had a lot of back and forth battles. At one stage, the West Indies themselves were in control, then India, but the momentum was swinging back and forth, to say the least. But on the whole, India, they kept their cool, while the West Indies themselves, they only have themselves to blame. But at the same time, I do feel sorry for them due to the fact that they made clumsy mistakes, silly errors in the field, and even the approach in the first 10 overs must be a questionable one. But nevertheless, let's just get down to it. So India had won the toss and had sent the West Indies into bat first. The men in maroon posted a competitive 195 for the loss of 4 wickets from 20 overs. A score, I must say, which was 15-20 runs short, to say the least. Roston Chase top scored with 40 runs of 25 deliveries, and coincidentally, this was the first time Roston Chase was batting at the top of the order in T20 internationals. Shai Hope, the captain himself, made almost a runner ball, 32 of 33 deliveries, but let me be very honest, it was the acceleration that was missing in the first 6 overs from the West Indies batters, in particular the captain Shai Hope himself, who is the one that's supposed to be setting, who is the one, in my opinion, that should be getting them off to starts. And then later down in the innings, there was late cameos from former captain Rovman Powell, who made 34 of 19 deliveries, and also another former captain in Jason Holder. He made a fiery 37 of 22 to get them near 200. Honestly, let me just say this, they should have gotten around 210, 220 at least to make it a match of themselves, or should I say make it a game. For India, their bowling attack, almost all of them was expensive, to say the least. But Jasprit Bumrah was the pick of the bowlers once again. He had figures of 2 wickets for 36. And it was him who got the Indians right back in the game, especially in that 14th over where he dismissed Chase and and Hetmeyer in the middle phase, who at one stage was getting West Indies into a competitive position. The other bowlers, as I mentioned, were very expensive. Chakravarti, 4 overs, 1 for 40. So too was Hardik Pandya, 1 for 40. And this is the other questionable thing that has to be asked. What's the sense of having Hardik Pandya with the new ball when he is conceding runs at hemorrhaging rates? India, in reply, got to 199 for 5, got the 195 target in 19.2 overs, finishing on 199 for the loss of 5 wickets, courtesy Samson. Now, just before the T20 World Cup, he was under immense criticism for his form with the bat, especially in bilateral series leading up to the competition. He proved all the haters wrong today, as he top scored with an undefeated career best 97 not out to guide them over the line, and he carried them through from the top right to the end. And he also had support from Tilak Verma, who made a useful 27, and captain Shriya Kumar Yadav made a runner ball 18 or something or like that. For the West Indies bowlers, Jason Holder, he was the pick of the bowlers today, 2 wickets for 38, although he was expensive. Shamar Joseph again was expensive on the day, 2 for 42 from 4 overs, and spare thought for Akil Hussain and Gudakesh Moti. Why? Because these 2 match-winning spinners, who are supposed to be doing the job with the new ball and in the middle phase, they only bowled 2 overs each. Hussain went for 11 and over, 1 for 22, got the big wicket of Abhishek Sharma, who was trying to get off to an absolute flyer once again. He's having a horror World Cup, except for that 1 good score against Zimbabwe. And Gudakesh Moti, 2 overs, 0 for 18. My question is, why wasn't the spinners not given their full quota? That is a questionable one that will have to be answered some way or the other. There are some moments in the match that needs to be complimented for. First and foremost, Shimron Heckmeyer broke a record for the most number of maximum sixes in a single edition of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup with 19 sixes. He was also West Indies' leading run scorer throughout the competition and was also second on the list of leading run scorers behind Zabizada Farhan from Pakistan. And the second key moment has to be Rovman Powell. He became the first West Indian to hit 156s in all T20 internationals, not T20 franchise cricket, but T20 internationals. And the big moment in the match was that 14th over from Jasprit Bumrah, which blew the game wide open. He managed to dismiss Shimron Heckmeyer, caught behind. But I must say, with regards to that Shimron Heckmeyer dismissal, there was a big deviation, but Ultra Edge had said otherwise. But Ultra Edge is another one alongside Sneeko that needs to be handled more effective than this, because I find there have been some calls in recent times that have been very controversial, but I will not talk about it. Heckmeyer's dismissal, so too a few deliveries later, Roston Chase, who after a long time was looking set for a big score. He made a quick 40 of 25. Normally, he would always be criticized for having strike rate around 110, 120, but the promotion for him from down the order to the top of the order did work out in a good sense. Why? Because he was sent in to open because Brandon King was out of form quite badly throughout the competition, and that tactic should have been tried 1 or 2 games earlier on. Had it had worked out, you never know. And I always had said to myself, the biggest blunder the West Indies made was leaving out Evan Lewis from the 15-man squad. So too Azari Joseph, given the fact both of them have been fit, healthy, and had started back playing competitive cricket, but yet still Sammy and Co had otherwise, and it will always come back to bite them. The exclusions of Azari and Evan Lewis, they should have been in the team in the first place. And then too, the big moment in the game was in the run chase of 195 for victory, as Samson was the talk of the town. His undefeated 97 of 55 deliveries rightfully earned him the Player of the Match award, and overall he was well overdue for a big score, to say the least, given the fact how he did struggle earlier on. And now he has cemented his place in the 11, most likely for the semi-final game against England. That in mind, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys liked it. Remember to always be safe out there on these nations' roads, anywhere you go, whether it's in the Caribbean, globally, you name it. So until we meet again, my dear friends, be good, be cool, stay frosty, and always remember, love is where the heart is. Bye for now.